wearearcade.com presents the Anime UK podcast with the SSRS.
You're listening to the Anime UK show presented by Aisha, Harriet and Alex, featuring news, reviews and discussion from the world of anime, manga, gaming and otaku culture.
Anime UK is brought to you by wearearcade.com. You can find us there every Friday.
You can also like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at Anime UK Show, as well as subscribing to us on iTunes and YouTube. Don't forget to rate, comment and keep sending us your lovely questions. Hey, so this is episode 7 of Anime UK Show. Thank you guys for all the support, the subscribers, the likes on Facebook, Twitter, and now YouTube as well. We'll be putting some videos up very soon. I'm Aisha. I'm a writer from Anime Picks, and I'm with my co-hosts Alex, a cosplayer, and Harriet, a cosplay photographer. So, guys, what have you been watching?
I've been watching Mao Summer, the demon lord who works in McDonald's, as our number one favourite the last time we mentioned it.
Awesome. Has he had a promotion yet?
No. I don't think he'll ever get a promotion. I didn't actually realise it was based on a light novel this whole time.
Oh wow.
So there is like a whole story somewhere and people keep spoiling it, which is fun. But yeah, I've been watching the last few episodes and more characters from the demon world and the angel world and the human world they're all from is started to appear more and more and causing absolute panic. But Mao Summer is, as usual, he's hilarious. I don't give a damn self. I want a promotion. Go away. Even though he hasn't got anything so far. It's really sad. Aww. But now you get to see his demon form running around town and it's just hilarious. Because he's got goat legs. He's like this huge buff cake, like beefcake huge guy.
So he's not what he was in the first episode?
No, he's like a giant monster thing with horns, but it's still his same face.
Oh wow.
And it's really nice. He's got like a tiny head, massive body. But yeah, when he goes into demon form, it's just hilarious. He just stands there and just messes around, doesn't care. He's got lots of power. And then afterwards just like, oh no, I've lost it again. What are you going to do? Are you going to go back home? Nah, I'm going to try and get a promotion at McDonald's again. Thank you, Demon Lord.
Good times.
The hero's warming up to him more, but she's still a pain.
Oh, so they haven't fallen in love yet?
No, it's just them continuously arguing over and over again, and her bitching, why are you saving people? You're supposed to be an ass.
Oh, she wants to beat him up, basically.
Yeah, and then he's just saying, they go, well, I don't care. This place is nice. Why want to destroy it?
Oh,
so
changed his mind.
He's actually been a really nice guy, and it's funny because everything keeps going to chaos. But it's fun. Have you been keeping up with it, Aisha?
I'm afraid not. It has to be. Oh, I don't know. I guess I like more light-hearted stuff, but as amusing as that series is, I just kind of see it turning into a really cliche route. So
it's
like
trying really hard not to.
Yeah, I mean, props that they haven't followed the linear route of they hate each other, but they secretly love each other. But they hate each other, but they secretly love each other. But you know, they want to kill each other. Oh my goodness. Definitely, I just need to watch it for Aziel, I guess. But
he's brilliant in the next few episodes. They have a fight, and they ask where he disappeared to, and he said he had to go home to get his cloak. He just turns up in the fight looking all demon and badass. And just stand there going, well, I'm okay now. I look even more awesome with my cloak on. He's probably the best character whenever he turns up, which is very little. Oh. But no, has anyone else been enjoying some anime, manga, games this week?
I've been reading a manga that, well, it's been out for quite a while, but I've only just started reading it. Bakuman.
Manga about manga.
It is indeed. It's about, I'm terrible with names, I apologise. It's about the main character is a boy who, he's stuck in a rut. He just wants to do something good in his life, but he just thinks he's going to be stuck being a white-collared guy working for the rest of his life. But he really enjoys drawing, and especially manga. And, he kind of doodles during class, and he doodles, one of these girls who he fancies. And in a Verdity, he leaves the notebook behind in one of his classes, and a friend of the class basically pulls him and says, "Oh, I know your secret," and shows him the notebook, and he said, "Oh, well, I have a plan. I want you to draw a manga for me that I will write for you." And it just kind of carries on from there. And it is brilliant. All the backgrounds, especially with the mangas and the figurines and whatnot, it's just brilliant. That's one of the things I kind of enjoy.
So I've always seen it. It looks like a really good series, but I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I haven't actually seen the anime as yet. But,
no, I haven't actually seen the anime. I've actually been looking at the manga. It's been because I can't remember the artist who does it. They've done another series which I liked. I can't.
Oh, for the life, I do know it. That's going to bug me now for the rest of the night, but
we'll be sitting there going, what is the name?
It will come up later on. In Ralgrad or something like that?
I think it is, yeah.
It was the one that kind of didn't do very well.
Well, I'm one for fantasy series, so I must be good. I always like a nice good fantasy series.
That's true, yep.
Oh.
But that's all I've been kind of reading this week, and I'm not catching up. Like I said, I'm gonna wait for Red Day to go to give it a few more weeks before I catch into it.
No, it's supposed to be going quite well at the moment, that Red Day to go.
Oh, do you know, then I probably should watch it again. I'll probably wait till next week and then
I haven't actually been watching it, I've just been reading comments. It's my lazy way. I'm just kind of checking what series are decent at the moment, because there's so many going. I'm just kind of I'm just gonna check what people are saying.
Yeah, they have nothing to gain from saying it's crap or amazing, so.
No, I think if you have your own interpretation of it, it's like reviews really.
But yeah, I've still got my usual... Nah. What about you, Aisha?
I've not been watching much anime at the minute, guys, but I have been gaming heavily. I've been playing the new Persona 4 Arena. Woo! The game that kept being put back months and months and months finally actually arrived. Yeah. It was a really interesting concept, because obviously all the previous Personas were RPGs, and to have a fighting game, I was just kind of like, please don't be BlazBlue, please make some sense, please, 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 please. And I totally loved the graphics, and I was kind of hesitant about what the music was going to be like, because most games that have English, themes and that normally are dreadful. I mean, what was that Final Fantasy game which had Leona Lewis? My God! Pointless.
Final Fantasy 13.
Stay away. But yeah, the music was quite catchy, and I have a mixed opinion on the actual gameplay. Harriet, you've played it as well?
I have, and I quite liked it. I was kind of hesitant, I will admit, but a fighting game. But I saw a preview of it at, I think, Amicon last year. They had a preview of the game, and I think they only had a few characters you could play with. I didn't try story mode straight away. I just went straight into arcade mode, which is kind of the quicker way around story mode.
Good move. Yeah. Trust me.
And then, yeah, that's the thing. Story mode, it can get chatty, and it just goes on and on.
Honestly, I love RPGs, but it was like I was reading a book.
Yeah, it's like a visual novel.
My goodness, the girl's having a dialogue with her friend on the phone, and I'm not going to spoil, but then, she's cutting carrots, and then, she's like, oh, I've dropped a carrot, and then it's like, and then she bends over to pick up the carrot, and blah, 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 and I'm thinking, what? This is not necessary. I don't need to see her, obviously you don't see her bending over, but do I need to know that she's dropped a carrot and picking up now? No, I want to fight. God damn it, let me fight. I think first time I did the story mode, there was like 15 minutes of continuous chat and reading to be done, and I have to say the dub was brilliant because I straight away recognised Laura Bailey as Rosette, and the other voice actors were pretty good too, and you've also got the option to do it in Japanese if you're a proper hardcore otaku. But trust me, I was gagging for a fight. I was like, good lord, make this end. I need to fight. Oh my god, another mistake I made. I went through a tutorial. Okay.
I did that as well, and I gave up.
Dear lord, what were we thinking, Harry? I mean, I should have just plodded through it, but, cause I'm not very good at, Blaz Blue and all, Skullgirls and all these other 2D games. And I just thought, I'm gonna do this game properly. I mean, oh my goodness, how to walk. Okay. Yeah, great.
Walk forward.
Thanks for teaching me how to walk. How to walk,
run. How to go back.
Low walk. How to crouch. Oh, brilliant. And it goes through every single step of learning.
How to attack. How to defend.
Yeah, literally. I mean, the more complicated stuff was a bit helpful, but what annoyed me was it didn't give you a demonstration of the move, because I was having problems because one of the moves involves doing a circular motion on the actual directional pad. It was taking me a very long time to grasp, and it just took even longer because you couldn't just press on demo, watch them do it, and then figure it out yourself.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Whoa, that was just ages. I think I spent so much time reading and watching at the beginning. I just was like, oh my god, please let me play this game. What do I need to do to unlock some gameplay? But I have to say, once I got into arcade, I was great. There was still a lot of chat, so I have to warn people, if you're not into a lot of story, a lot of talk, which you are going to get from this game, please just skip. I think you press start to skip past everything. You press start to skip,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I really love the story, that's why I went through it all. But I'm sure there's a lot of impatient people out there who don't really give a toss.
The too long didn't read people kind of thing.
Yeah, the read later, bash now kind of thing. And I have to say, it's what do you think? Button bashing game, or was there some skill involved?
I got, after a while I did get some skill into it, and usually I do button bash, but in this case I just could do the moves pretty easily. Which is unusual for me. I don't think I've lost yet.
Oh. Maybe we should meet up and do a tournament against each other.
Oh, good lord. Gosh. You really don't want to do that. Trust me. I'm terrible when I play on headset with my friends online. I lose my rag. It's not so much I'll get annoyed at Harriet. I would just get frustrated with my Persona. I'd be like, Persona, god damn it, I told you to go straight. Why are you just telling me to knob? Yeah, I'll practice a bit before we'll do any of that. Trust me.
That'd be good.
Oh, no, yeah. Yeah, so I've been gaming for ages, and I warn you, don't bother downloading it, guys. Just use it from a disc, because it'll take days. It's not worth the hassle. It's not worth the pain. Just play it, and yeah, you can enjoy the lovely soundtrack that actually comes with the game as well. Oh, I've actually seen people on Instagram posting pictures of the actual record. So you can actually buy this record, however random that is. But
I think it came with, there's a few editions. There's like a limited edition, special edition, and then the normal edition that comes with the soundtrack, and I have it here. There's 6 songs on it. I think the disc that you get free, I think you can play it like a DJ or something like that, like during a party or something like that, which is really cool.
Yeah, the record. Oh, wow.
Yeah, the record, that's it.
No, that's pretty cool.
And I think the other edition came with a puzzle, a bag, and some badges. I think that was
yes! I saw that was quite dear to buy.
Yeah. And I'm thinking, I know I love my special edition, but
it's just a tote bag and badges.
Yeah, it's like I could do without easily.
Nah, the music's worth having.
Yeah.
So, any fans of, I did quite love that DS game. It reminded me of this a bit. What was it called? The World
Ends with You?
There you go. That's the one. That one, there was so much, spotlight on the music of the game, which was brilliant. And even the art kind of reminded me a little bit of that as well. So I'm very much for Persona 4 Arena, but I'm still the fan of RPGing. I'm not quite sure if I would be sold on buying the next Persona if it was a fighting game. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed it. Once I got the hang of it, I did quite like it, but I'm still pro Persona RPGs, great story, great gameplay, great characters, woo! I'm gonna get bored of this really quickly, I reckon. So, Harriet, you're gonna have to keep me on my toes.
Right, no problem, will do.
Never-ending arguments over who's going to fight better now.
Whose character looks better? I'll be like, oh, look at mine. I've customized it to this colour. What about yours?
Oh.
Yeah, they did do that. You can change the colour on it like Darkstalkers.
Yeah, that's the first thing I did. And you could actually change the persona a different colour from your character. Oh wow, we're being so girly here.
Character creation, yay!
Like, oh my god, turn this off. Please don't turn it off. Seriously. Hopefully, after playing a bit more, we can give other guys more of an insight, but definitely I think it was worth the wait. The reason why they kept putting back so many months, they've put in a lot of work and effort into this game, whether it's the backgrounds, the music, the dubbing, all of it's just a great package. So it's definitely worth guys trying out as a demo or just go out there and buy it. Brilliant. Anything else? Anyone else been playing anything?
Trying to think. Oh, I've just been messing around with Skyrim. I think everyone's been doing that at the moment.
Putting buckets on your horse and riding it aimlessly.
No, my partner and me have finally got the Steam PC versions.
Oh,
and
that kind of today.
Mods a-ho! We've just gone crazy on the game. Which is fun. It just means I now have a skimpy anime girl. And my boyfriend has a buff Viking.
Many arrows to the knee?
Well, we've got the pew mod. So all our bows make the noise pew every time we fire. Which is brilliant because of the guy who's done the voice has done it so unenthusiastically. It's just the best noise to hear. So you just be standing there and all of a sudden the dragon will be coming along and someone in the distance has a bow out and all you hear is pew! Just like that for no reason. But yeah, I think that game could keep me going for years just with messing around with it. Just people have put so much content on it. I can go online. It's like, we have created a new quest. Okay. We have created the whole of Zelda. Okay. Hyrule is now in my lands. That's very interesting. But yeah, it's fun. I recommend it for anyone who wants to have an RPG that never ends.
I know a lot of people have still carried on playing this game, even though it's not online.
I have it, but I'm afraid to play it because I'm afraid I kind of, you'll get sucked in and I'll be like forever just play Skyrim kind of thing.
I had it on the Xbox and me and my partner got fed up because it kept crashing, it kept breaking. It's really temperamental on consoles and we got it on PC and it's like we went online and it's just like someone's already found a fix. Or type in this code and it's perfectly fine. But with the console, it was just like, yeah, it's buggered. Good luck with that. Yeah.
I think the Xbox wasn't powerful enough to contain Skyrim.
The problem was with Skyrim, sometimes when you play the game, things will break during the game if you've done like the tiniest thing wrong. Like my boyfriend had the problem where one of the doors was permanently broken, so he couldn't get through, couldn't finish the last, few story missions, so he couldn't finish the game. We had a missing dragon voice, which we needed as well. I had a character that continuously died. No matter how much I tried to keep them alive, it was just every time I turned around, it was like, oh, for God's sake. Why are you dead on the floor? Why? I needed you, you horrible, horrible companion. But yeah,
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, it's
you just reminded me.
Yeah, this is just a console. I recommend if you've got a PC that can run Skyrim, get it on PC. Don't bother with the console. You'll be screaming at it for hours.
Oh, I'm the opposite when it comes to that kind of thing, though. I'm so pro console, and I just think PCs are so long-winded. And
PCs are only good if you want like really big, like Skyrim, big games that are likely to break and you don't have to deal with them. While if you want like co-op games and actual fun like fighting RPG games that you want to play by yourself or things like that, it's better to get a console. Because you can talk to your friends more than you can on Steam. Because on Steam it's like, I'm in the type window chatting and I'm talking to them but I'm not actually playing with them and my PC's really good but theirs is crap. And I'm running around the place and they appear every 5 seconds or falling through the floor. But yeah, I reckon, I'm with you, Aisha. Consoles are a lot better. But,
what would you call it? I tried out, what did I try out? Phantasy Star Online, the portable version for the PSP. We were having a long rant about this in previous podcasts. And I know, cause I think, Alex, you were telling me that there was possibly a PC version.
yes.
And I'd already tried the Japanese version, which really couldn't cut it. I'm sorry, the language barrier. No. As much as you try, I can't just wander around aimlessly guessing quests. Hell no. So I tried that out on the PSP and my god, it was great actually. I'm loving it. Again, the thing that I love that they've actually tailored it a little bit more. They've made more story based. So whereas the Dreamcast version, I remember it was just totally, you could do whatever you wanted really. You've got your side quests and it's all optional and you kind of make your own thing. I like a bit of guidance, so it was kind of nice. More of an anime feel as well.
You've just reminded me of the other game we mentioned the other day, Dragon's Crown.
Oh yeah?
The one that got in trouble for its...
oh, 60 characters, yeah?
Yeah, I am so getting that. I don't care. I just love the fact that one, it's 4-player co-op, which is brilliant because me and my friends can just mess around in a fantasy setting as a bunch of ridiculous looking characters. And two, if you have a Vita, you can play with your friends even if they're on PS3.
Oh wow!
So if you've got the Vita and your friends are on PlayStation and you're like, oh, I want to play them, you can put the game onto the Vita and you can play with them as if you're with the PlayStation as it is.
Oh, awesome.
And I'm sitting there going, yes, I can take the Vita outside and play with my friends while they're all sitting at home on the PlayStation and we can continue even if one of us isn't there. And it's just, I'm looking at it and it's like, oh, I actually like the female character designs. The sorceress is a bit stupid, but I don't care. I'm going to play as the elf with ridiculously strong thighs.
Yes! Thighs of steel.
And then you've got the Amazon.
It's like her leg is like bigger than like most of their whole bodies, really.
I just think it's hilarious. It's just like, wow, I can play as a ridiculously buff Amazon.
She's got such a tiny face as well. Her head is minuscule. Like her boobs are bigger than her head, and then there's these thighs. Oh my god, you can't even look at anything else. It's just thigh.
I just love it because all my other friends are like, oh, you get 3 awesome looking female characters that are probably going to be fun. We get a dwarf that looks like a Viking, a poncy wizard, and a warrior that looks like he's eating too many oats because he's so goddamn huge. It's just like, but technically I've got it just as bad. I've got an Amazon that looks like a house, an elf with ridiculous 5, and a sorceress with jiggly boobs. I think we're all even. So yeah, I am gonna get it. I don't care. It's fun. It looks hilarious. And it's a fantasy game I can play with my friends. That's all I need. Oh. No. Have you been playing anything else, Harriet?
Nope, that's it for me, just Persona.
It's been a game that we've been awaiting for many months, Alex. You don't understand the anxiety Harriet probably got when she got the game, as I did. I was like, oh my god! I must have dropped everything in my life for this game. Yeah.
I've only ever got one game by that series, and it's Demon Sword or Demon Blade, and it was a really rubbish PS2 game, and that's the only game I've ever got. I haven't really stuck with the series. No, it was like a really random PS2 game by the same people who did Devil Survivor and Persona.
Oh, okay. One of their misses, basically.
But yeah, it was fun, but it made no sense.
Oh, never mind.
It's the last time I've ever got one of those games.
Oh, it doesn't matter. You never know. We'll
try Persona out if it does come out.
Yeah, defo. it's something that you should definitely try if you don't want to kind of commit and buy the game straight away. Find a demo or try it if your friend's got a copy, borrow it and try it out. Yeah. So let's move on to news, peoples. I have some interesting bits myself. This I thought was completely novel. I had to mention it. But on the vast depths of the internet, there is, wait for it, there's a new chef in town and he's doing, cooking shows and basically he's a cosplayer as Sanji from One Piece.
Cosplay chef.
Yeah. So it's pretty novel, but people love it and the actual show's pretty good and.
Does he look good?
Yes, he looks good. He's got the fag in his mouth constantly. He's got the drawn-on little anxious eyebrows and stuff. So.
I have to look this up now.
It's so novel, but I love it because he makes his own spin as well on the dishes. It's not sure he's making just a normal curry. He's making like interesting versions of yakisoba, curry, tonkatsu, gyoza. I just know a lot of people, I mean, obviously the cosplay helps get a certain kind of crowd, but a lot of people just really enjoy it. So I think that's something to look for if you guys are bored on YouTube. Please look for this dude. What is he called? His name is Ian Keane. So Ian Keane or AKA, Pirate Prince. Or you can also find him if you search Cooking with Sanji. You can find that. You guys will feel the same way as I do, but basically, Samurai Pizza Cats, they're going to actually release a box set for this.
Oh, yes!
Exactly, right? The whole 52 episodes spanning over 8 DVDs is going to go on sale in America on July the 30th, so hopefully the rest of us, we can import, it will come to us. So yes, VHSs, I can now retire you to the bin and get my DVD. Woo!
Oh, I can't wait for that. I really cannot wait for that.
Retro, like one of the first animes I've ever watched. So I just can't wait. They've not mentioned that they've changed the dubs or anything, thank God. Cause
I hope not.
Hate when they do that.
No,
seriously.
They have to leave it at that.
They're good ones, so leave it as is. And another piece of news I'm revisiting. I believe in the past podcasts that Harriet mentioned. Captain Harlock coming to the movie scene.
Oh, the film one. That looks really awesome.
Yeah, they've already set a date, so Japan will be seeing it, Space Pirate Captain Harlock, September the 7th. So, it doesn't really confirm anything for the rest of us, but for sure it will be coming out here. You got some really good, voice talents, and yeah, you can see the ad online. And it's gonna be great. I can't wait. Toei have spent a load of money doing it, so hopefully we won't be disappointed.
The trailer looks really good with the CG.
Exactly. Everyone needs to go online now and watch the trailer. Watch it now. But you guys?
Something came up on Facebook this week which kind of caused a bit of controversy, and it did kind of upset me a little. You know, we were talking about cosplay last week, how, you know, it's a great community and whatnot. But sadly, there are some idiots on the net who don't really understand what cosplay is. What happened was, one of the Facebook pages brought up a photo of a Yuna cosplayer, and they did a side-by-side comparison. And it was like the normal Yuna from Final Fantasy X-2 and an American girl who was slightly bigger, I will say, and they basically had the inspirational poster saying, cosplay Americans, you are doing it wrong. And it brought up a lot of, lots of rows on there. I think the Facebook page actually lost 100,000 likes in 1 hour, literally. I'm not surprised, I was one of them. But I didn't know, it was only because I found out through a friend. And, I think it did come up in other books. And it kind of upset me in the fact that, you know, you're criticized. It's like the pet peeves we were talking about a few weeks ago. Mm-hmm. Size. I mean, I'll admit I am a plus size person, and I've been cosplaying for 8 years now, I think, probably more. And that's the thing that's always kind of worried me about cosplay is size. because I've been called fat and whatnot at various events and such, and it does hurt. So when you see stuff like that and you just think, oh, why is there stuff like that nowadays? It really is upsetting that you can't do your own thing because you enjoy it anymore. It's more, the fun's been taken out of it, sadly, for some people.
It's no longer enjoying a fan, as a fan.
No.
Really. It's more become a fashion show.
It's a pain because the people who cosplay are normally doing it because they're really passionate about a series and they want to show it and express it through dressing up as a favorite character. I feel you shouldn't have to be restricted by your image or size, and I think it's really wrong, especially if this Facebook page was about cosplaying, because that's the wrong thing you want to be posting, and shame on them. Seriously. I'm kind of glad they've lost over 1,000 likes. How can they do that? Seriously.
Because of all the flack that he was getting, or he or she was getting, they now, Facebook pages, they actually said, oh, we'll put up the page for sale, and you think, no.
Don't want that now.
No.
Dude want it, exactly.
Exactly. I think they did get undeservedly so. And obviously it's been spread to other Facebook pages as well, kind of bringing up the controversy thing. And I'm cosplaying again in May. I will admit I am a bit frightened too after seeing all that, and especially who I am cosplaying as well. I'm possibly more scared. But it's just one of those things. So I haven't done it in a while. I think Amicon was the last one I cosplayed at properly. And I changed out of it halfway through the day because it just kind of felt, it's sad really, because.
Come to Hyper Japan with me!
Yes!
Come on! Come with me! I will defend
I'm going.
you against horrible people. I will hit them with my wrench.
Well, if all goes well with the one in X, so I might wear the same one in Hyper Japan, but we'll have to see.
I'll have a giant mechanical arm and I'll hit people out the way if they're mean to you.
I'll just have masks, I'll just fling them at people.
And I'll film it.
This is how we deal with people in real life.
That's it. I'll just be odd job kind of all the rest of the day.
I'll just be picking people up. No, go away.
Oh, quick question for Alex.
Yes.
The Soul Sacrifice demo is out for PSN, for Vita.
Oh, thank you for telling me I need to get it. I need to get it.
Okay, cool.
It is one that...
You're always complaining there's never any good games for PSP Vita.
I've actually been waiting for this one. I didn't know the demo was out yet. I've had a look at it and I've been watching the trailers and it looks like, pretty much like a Dark Souls grim, fantasy game again. But, the characters in the game, from what I can see in the video, use, powers that actually kind of destroy part of them. It's hard to just explain, really. It's like a magic Monster Hunter game where your characters can do ridiculously, stupidly big spells, but in return they must suffer in return. So, I've seen a picture of someone using thorns for magic, and then their whole right arm's been covered with thorns. Mm-hmm. And they can't move it or anything. They just can only use that magic. And it looks like it could be really fun. Even though if it does look like it's going to be depressing as hell to play. But yeah, I need a decent game on the Vita. It's just so sad that it's just sitting here, just going, I don't have anything, please, play me. And all I have is Metal Gear HD and Virtue's Last Reward.
Yeah, Persona 4 Golden.
Oh, good point.
Okay, I might get that then.
Yeah.
More. It's just, there's lots of PSP ports on it, and it's just oh dear. It's just oh yeah, I've got lots of ports for a PSP when I've already got a PSP. That's fun.
Is it compatible with, PSP games?
What, the Vita?
Yeah.
Only by download.
No!
Itself is, it doesn't play discs, it plays chips. So the PSP discs, the kind of ones that are like mini hi-fi discs, can't actually go in the PS Vita because there isn't a slot for it.
There is no slot.
No, it's so...
Insert dirty man joke there.
Yeah, I'm afraid for all your PSP games, you have to re-buy them on the PSN store as downloads.
No! I refuse to. I'm keeping my old brick PSP.
Unless you can... I think the PSP has got it's got a memory card, isn't it? There's a little memory card.
Yeah. And it doubles up as a weapon. You can just lunge them at people and it won't break. My screen hasn't broken.
You could probably put the game from the disc onto the memory card and see if the memory card works on the Vita. But yeah, the Vita doesn't have a disc. So it's kind of like...
PS people. PlayStation. Damn you.
Oh.
Make us buy every console. Cause you're mean like that.
And breathe.
Yes. So, moving along swiftly. Any other bits of news, guys?
There might be a game for Attack on Titan.
Oh wow, they're really milking this one.
Yes, they are. This is just a rumor. We don't actually know it because they haven't announced anything other than a big if.
They totally will. Come on.
Yeah, they want to do a game. I don't even know how they'll do a game based on Attack on Titan other than run away and not die.
Oh, you could be the Titan though. Which human should I eat today?
Down the wall. But yeah, it just, this has just been a rumor going around. They said it might be coming out. People have just kind of been guessing. Will it be a fighter game? Will it be a RPG? Will it just be a boring side scroller? We don't really know at the moment. I hope it's going to be okay. I don't actually have that much hope for it because it will be just like a random game they'll use to milk some money out of poor people.
Just given this name really to help sell.
Here is this series. Go do something.
Literally.
Speaking of Attack on Titans, one of my friends posted on their Facebook this week, which kind of like, oh dear, you know, these famous love pillows.
Yes!
Hey!
What pillows?
Yes, they have made an Attack on Titans one of one of the monsters. I think one of my friends also put, I hope it is size accurate, so.
Take up your whole room.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh, it's just brilliant. I just saw that. And he's kind of like the kind of, like hugging the chest, like, ooh, you thing, kind of thing. It's like, oh my god.
I have seen a few of those pillows and the custom ones are hilarious.
Yeah, they are pretty.
I've seen a Pokemon.
What they are as well.
Mm.
I've seen a Pokemon one with Grimer doing poses on it.
Oh my gosh.
You've done this.
Hey, man,
you can get like a one-armed one as well, can't you?
Go on, George.
Whatever turns you on, I suppose.
But yeah, there is literally, you name it, they've got it. And it's a body pillow. In varying shapes and sizes.
Oh, well, wonders never cease.
If anyone is interested in visual novels, and I mean in the slightly dubious kind, there has been an English patch release for Dramatical Murder. And I don't know whether to recommend this game considering it's an R18 game. Well, not a game, visual novel. And it looks brilliant, but if you're not up for boys love, really dodgy boys love, don't play it.
Well, like yaoi them.
Yeah, seriously, it's full on, especially if you do certain routes, which I found out. I got the game. I played the English patch, which was really good. And I got through about the first story I did was really good. And I got to the end and I was like, wow, oh god, no, it's a sex scene. Oh, but it's...
Is it full on?
Yeah, but the hilarious thing is, it was so goddamn sad because it was without spoiling too much, it was a really depressing scene at the end of this person's story. And I was sitting there going, no, why did you do that? Why? I'm crying while watching two guys do stuff. What are you doing? Horrible game. And then I just thought, well, this wasn't too bad. I'll try the other storylines. And I went through all the storylines. I was sitting there going, that was a very bad idea. That was a very, very bad idea. Because two of the stories were just like, nope, this is going to be the worst story you can think of. Oh. Aisha, to your sadness, the one actual decent looking guy who was a Native American called Mink got the worst storyline.
Oh no, was he like jailbait?
He was like a big buff guy, and he was a criminal, but his storyline was literally just depression. It was like everything that could go wrong went wrong.
Aww.
And he went, oh no wait, everything's fine, but I still hate his story. And I found out they didn't actually finish his story, so they just released the game with it half done, while everyone else got finished stories, and so everyone was kind of like, oh, okay. The one fun character gets the crappiest story. Oh well. I'll just go for all the skinny looking bishy guys instead. But yeah, it's the visual style is brilliant. It's colourful, it's fun. There's a fast forward button, skip button if you don't want to do the rather dodgy scenes. But I warn you, 2 storylines are pretty much full of dodgy scenes. And if you get a bad ending, you better be ready for eye bleach.
Aww.
No, literally the bad endings are bad endings. I've had my head knocked in, I've had my legs cut off.
So like Corpse Party then, really.
I've been torn to shreds. I've been attacked by a snake and a lion. I've had my love interest eat me. I've had,
Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing.
Wait, what?
I've been put in a Final Fantasy video game. What else
That's
was
kind
there?
of cool.
That one was actually quite a cool bad ending. And what other bad endings I had? Literally, there's like a multitude of bad endings, and because it's by someone called Nitro Plus, when they do bad endings, they do bad endings. Literally, you stay as far away from those endings as possible. Otherwise, you'll be sitting there going, no, I have to do it all over again.
Oh dear, sad times.
It's, for anyone out there who wants to play it, you can play it if you want, for the art and the story, but otherwise, yeah, it's only certain people should play it.
Basically, if you're a sadistic bastard, please play it.
Yes, play it.
Literally, if you want to see other people in pain and misery, go for it.
Yeah.
Alex recommends it deeply. Okay. Good way to go into our news section now. So, we have some lovely questions from our listeners. Number 1 is, have you seen any shows that subvert the genre really well, like anti-harem shows Hagane, not really mecha, but show Evangelion, or Magic Girls with a twist, Madoka?
I'm trying to think of one that isn't any of those.
I think the only one I've seen is Madoka that comes to mind straight
I have
away.
seen none of those, and I am glad to say that.
Yeah, Madoka's the only one that comes to mind. Yeah, and it was it's like what we talked about last time. It was one of the shows that kind of reversed everything, the rules about Magical Girl series. And
Yeah, I remember watching like up to the episode where it does go to hell,
yeah.
and then wondering what the hell has happened to my Magical Girls.
Oh, was that episode 3?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, we're doing so well. Nope. That's not what I was expecting. But
Yeah,
okay.
I think that is pretty much a reaction of loads of people I know who have watched it, especially episode 3. It's like, this is good. Oh my, what the hell just happened?
I will continue watching it one day, but I really don't have the urge.
It's good. It is one of those ones. I've read the manga, then I watched the anime, and it is very, very sad. Haruka's story is really sad. I won't spoil anything, but you'll understand why she is how she is, basically.
Well, all I know is there's like some time travel buggery involved.
Yeah, there is time
causes
travel.
everyone to suffer over and over again.
Yeah, that's, I think, one of the spoilers, yeah.
I just only read it. Basic spoiler. It's just, I don't actually know what happens to everyone. I just know episode 3 was just like, damn.
Yeah, pretty much. And I think episode, one of the other main characters, what happens to her as well, the blue-haired girl, I forget who she is now, but also she has kind of sad times.
Sayaka.
That's the one. Yeah, she has sad times as well, which is a shame, really. You kind of think, magical girls, everything will be okay. No.
It's not Precure and it's not card captures.
And it's definitely not Sailor Moon.
Hell no. Okay,
That's
so
the one we've seen.
go to another question. What has been your best and worst conventions and experiences there?
I have a few, but Alex, you can go first if you want.
Best. I got to pose for a picture of a little kid while in full armour. Even though he had no idea who I was. And he was clinging to my leg like he was absolutely petrified. I think his mum asked him to do it because he said, look, there's a knight over there. And I was like, oh, this is adorable. This is the only kid that hasn't looked at me and started screaming. And he came over and he stood right next to me and his mum was standing behind me. Because she didn't want to be in the photo, so she kind of hid behind me. And the kid was just like, I was trying to be really nice, but you can't speak with the helmet on. And so I was looking down at the kid, and the kid looked at me, and I just kind of waved. And I saw this adorable little kid just look at me for 5 minutes, as if to say, cool. He's really cool. And then just went off with his mum and waved back at me, and I was like, oh, I had a good day. I really hope I have. But yeah, the worst. I fell down a flight of stairs in costume.
Oh!
At a convention, yes. I'm sure a number of people have probably done it as well.
Yep, I have.
And presumably it was actually the XL Centre steps at the front.
Oh dear.
And you know how big those are.
And how awkward they are.
And how many people are there?
Yeah, well I was lucky enough there was only like about 10 people.
Well, were you in your costume okay?
I just got wet knees. It was wet. It was raining earlier, and when I fell, the rain, thank goodness, took most of the damage away. So while I was falling down, I was like going, ow, 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 ow. Oh no, it's fine. I'm okay now. Got up and just had scrapes on my knees, but because I was wearing tights, you just saw a hole in my tights and a bit of a red blob, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to sort that out now. My costume's ruined. But yeah, that's the worst I've had at a convention. Don't know about you, Harriet.
Yeah, funny enough, my worst one, I think I brought it up a while back, when I went on stage as Inuyasha, and this is when Expo kind of began the masquerades, and obviously the steps were really uneven, and I fell and I twisted my ankle. Yep.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
It was horrible. It was kind of, you look at the audience, and all I heard was, ooh, from everyone, and I just like, get up, I'm okay. I walked around the corner, and like, ow. I don't know, I think there were special guests around the back, and they were looking at me as like, are you okay? I was like, yeah.
Are you still alive?
Yeah. Because they knew I was in pain. Another work experience, obviously, going back to the size thing, I have been called fat a few times at expos, and it really upset me, but, you know, they weren't really cosplaying, so screw them, you know. Best experience, it was at Iacon. Was it Iacon? No, Amicon, I think, 2 years ago. And they have a thing on a Sunday, which is called the Yamake, or Sunday Night Live, where you go on and perform a talent in front of people. And I dressed as Sister Esther from Trinity Blood.
Whoa!
And,
good costume.
Yes. And I got on and I sang Who Wants to Live Forever by Queen.
Oh, that's a really touchy song to sing.
But you know what? I quite liked it, because it was kind of, I tell you what was to blame for this. It was the fact that Stacey Solomon sung it on the X Factor that year before, and I loved her version of it. And it was kind of fitting, really, for Abel. if you think about it.
If people know the series, they will get this.
Yes, exactly. And it was one of those songs, I'm very nervous. I have sung on stage before, but not as powerful as this. When I got off, I was shaking, I was really kind of proud of myself, and then when everything was all said and done, everything was all finished, loads of people just ran up to me and said, oh my god, you were so fantastic, and we didn't know you could do this, and I'm like, okay, that's brilliant.
That's probably the two reasons why I will and will not go on stage. One, almost killing myself, and two, I might actually make more friends because of it. But yeah, you win on the ridiculous, like, awesome scale of being able to sing on the stage in front of people.
I haven't done it now in a while though, but I might do it at Iacon. I don't know. If not, I'll probably just film it.
Oh. How about you, Aisha?
Let's see. Definitely I don't cosplay as much as you guys. I definitely want to start a bit more this year. My best moment at a convention was definitely MCM Expo. I think maybe 4 years ago. Voice actor Brad Swale came, and if listeners don't know out there who Brad Swale voiced, but he actually did Catra from Gundam, and he also did other parts. He also did a part from the original My Little Pony series, and he also did many more. I can't even think to my mind. I remember at the time I was just screaming at him, "Oh my god, you've done all this stuff!" But yeah,
and it was Light from Death.
Ah, that was it. That was
well.
his other top role. Yeah, Light. And you can just imagine the amount of cosplayers there. But back then I wasn't, for me it was all about Gundam. And you can imagine everyone was like, yeah, so was Catra really gay for Troa? And he was like, of course he was. But then again, Catra's so adorable, Troa loved him, and it was just the funniest thing ever. The thing that made it so special was he actually let, the queue, after a while, they have to stop the queue, because, they have to go and do their thing, Q&As and all that, and he had to, I think, fly back to America that day, actually. And he was there at the manga store, and I remember, his manager was like, yeah, we gotta go. You need to see those last two fans, sign some stuff for them and go. And he went, no, I'm gonna stay as long as I have to, because it's because of my fans that I'm here, and I'm nothing without them, and they're great, and I want to hear what they have to say about my characters and if I can improve. And it was just the nicest thing ever. I think I queued up 3 times.
That's brilliant.
But I had loads of stuff for him to sign in that, and it was just really nice. He took photos, and then one fan was like, can I take a picture of me yaoi paddling you? And he's like, I don't actually understand what you're saying, but sure, why not?
He
was so cool with it, and it's really nice, because there are a lot of people, when fame goes to their head, they're just like, no, I'm only here for a certain amount of hours, you've paid me for, I need to go, or they're trying to plug their CDs and stuff. He wasn't selling anything. I mean, if you had DVDs, he was very flattered, and anything you remembered him from, he was more than, happy to, quote a line from it and whatever. He was just definitely my first voice actor, probably my most favourite out of all of them. And then, if we think about my worst moments at a convention, I think, because a lot of people look at all the good points, there's also the seedy side of cons, and I have to say, I partly agree with Harriet with the whole comments that people make, but it's not so much the random people who make, the comment, oh, look at him or her, their costume's rubbish, or they're fat or overweight. It's the actual cosplayers who give the bitchy remarks. I hate that so much. I kind of roll a little bit with the elite community, and they're very cutthroat. If you're not wearing the latest designer dress, they slate you, and it's ridiculous, because they'll be wearing the exact same dress but in a different colour. And it just kind of kills me, because you're all there to appreciate the fashion sense or the favourite anime series, and you shouldn't have to be like that. And I go to a lot of events, I cover a lot of things, and I'm just decided that there's just, no point in approaching people anymore that are who think they're established and think they're the bee's knees. There's no point. They're just up their own arses, and honestly, they don't have a clue.
Hang out with
us.
No clue at all.
Huh?
Hang out with us. We're the nice
I know, I totally do, but I'm so much more happier, talking to unknown, cosplayers or elitas, and interviewing, people who need to be discovered, who could be something, fashion, trendsetter and that, or whatever. They're so much more nicer. I can't think. I think also this other part is when people kind of ruin it for other people. When you go to a convention and then you got the smart ass who's trying to steal something. Trouble! Trouble ensues. I've seen the security chase people down the long corridors of the XO. It's ridiculous. But this is what I'm saying. Because that person's just trying their luck, other people get affected in the long run because you've got people who get, ran into in the corridors. You get people being falsely accused because they look somewhat dodgy, and it's just people who dress up in cosplay to steal. That pisses me off as well. Because if you're going to dress up as Kakashi, do it because you like it, not because you're a thief. You don't want to get caught because you've got a mask on. It pisses me off. I mean, I really hate how cosplayers do get, the rough end of the stick, as we've mentioned before on other podcasts. And please, guys,
decent ones left.
Exactly. Please stop giving us a bad name. And, for the people out there who just do it because they want to be attention whores, please, at least do it properly. If you're going to get yourself into a magazine for being, a cosplayer or trendsetter and all that, at least look nice and don't sound like a total twat. Because you're representing us and you're making the whole movement look bad. Serious. So yeah, that's my long rant over. We'll move to the next question. So I got one question here, kind of nice. How do I meet an otaku girl like you guys? Oh!
Conventions, events, expos.
Fandom places.
I think-
Websites, yeah.
Literally, Harriet and Alex have summed it up. We're out and about actually at most conventions. If you personally want to meet us, you will see us at the next MCM. You'll see us at the next Eurogamer Hyper Japan. But if you're looking for random otaku girls to chat to, we're everywhere. Honestly, we're not that hard to find. We're quite approachable. You just gotta talk to us. That's all. Don't be intimidated that you, for example, if you're part of the whole Vanguard card scene, there's like the 2 or 3 random Vanguard girl players in the hall, don't be intimidated. Go say hello. Okay, don't leech over them. There's a big difference. Be nice. Be friendly. Chat and, you can be friends with us. Totally.
Talk to cosplayers who cosplay as characters you like as well.
Yeah, preferably not the half-naked ones because they'll think you want something more. Obviously, sadly, they will think it. I mean, then you'd think, why are they dressed like that? But, whatever. There's always a catch-22 somewhere. Another great thing to do if you join cosplay meets or any type of meet, anime meet, gaming meet. I know there's quite a few that are held around MCM and also Hyde Park. You can also meet people through there.
You can go on their forums as well, because all the conventions have forums and chat sites, don't they?
Definitely, but I think it's worth meeting as well in person, because I know some people can just fall in love with, aliases, and then they don't even end up to be real or the same kind of sex that you expected them to be.
Talk to a woman, it turns out to be a man with a beard.
Yeah, exactly. So, don't want to be misled. So, there you go. Last but not least, have you ever watched My Little Pony, and what do you think? Oh, Alex. The pain I can feel from you.
I got to episode 6 and just gave up.
Really?
I'm glad I just got that far, to be honest.
What do you think then?
It's okay, but the thing that puts me off is just imagining there's a bunch of people out there who actually take it seriously. Even though I can see in some respects that they do, but there's some people that take it so seriously that I kind of look and go, it's a kids show. It's for little girls. I played My Little Pony when I was 5, and I've never seen it ever again. But the animation is good. I like the fact that they tell you a little moral every episode and all that. But yeah, if I watch another episode, I think I'm going to murder Pinkie Pie.
Oh, she's an irritating one. The one that jumps around all the time with a really shrill voice.
It's like Navi from Zelda all over again. It's like, hey, shut up!
Hey, I'm here. Yeah, we can see you. You're bright pink. No one can, not.
Like, the one episode I got to with her in, I was like, shut up, you horrible little thing. Go away.
I have to kind of add in there, I've seen the original My Little Pony. I've been brought up on the movies and that. When I heard that there was a movement called Bronies and it was guys who watched this show, I was like, huh? what the hell?
That's the thing that worried me.
Yeah, and I thought, it's just some sort of hentai take, you know?
Oh god, there are some people out there, they have spare time. It's pretty gross, put it that way.
I always love these silly stories.
But I did look into it because I did speak to someone about bronyism, and they've got their own cons and stuff. But I thought, okay, I need to watch this because even when I've got guy friends in their mid-20s who watch this, and I'm like, dudes, what do you see in this? And they're like, oh, it's really okay. One guy just described it as amazing. I was like, okay, jog on, give me some actual info. One guy said it's quite intelligent, so I thought, okay, I will check it out. Because when you look at the animation, it looks like Harriet and Alex has said, it's really kiddie. It's a bit like, it's kind of like a really dumbed down version of Panty Stocking, the kind of art. It's really bright in your face, big eyes. You kind of think, why is a guy watching this? And I watched a few episodes and I could see, okay, there's morals, okay, it's almost a bit like kind of a nice version of Samurai Jack, because Samurai Jack was a bit more, dark. Whereas this is all like la-di-da-di-da, oh, there's a killer dragon, it's going to, suffocate the town because it's snoring. Let's go do something about it. And they're like, okay, we're bored. And then they run off and do their thing. And it's really bizarre because the first episode begins with, what is her name? Sparkle?
Twilight Sparkle.
Yeah, the purple one with funky highlights. She's got no friends and, it's all about her meeting other ponies. And I was just like, oh, that's so cute. Like,
yeah, she doesn't want to know. She really doesn't want to know at the beginning.
So I could kind of see, alright, it is a bit more grown up, but at the same time, I don't know, I just couldn't take it seriously because I felt like the characters were making fun of themselves and they're quite sarcastic. Well, I don't know, maybe they weren't trying to be sarcastic, maybe I read into it. But,
I mean, I have to admit, I have watched the majority of the episodes, give or take one or two. I don't mind it, as a whole. I think I can understand why some guys like it. I don't know. I can kind of see it. I enjoy it personally because I think I find it funny. Actually, the comics are actually a lot more...
Very better?
They are better, yeah. For more comedy angle. The one thing I like it, I know it sounds weird, I love the songs in it.
Oh,
Except
do you
for
know
the
what? I
theme
think the songs
tune.
are hilarious. I do really like them.
I love the songs. The best ones are the season finales, actually. Season 2 had one, This Day Aria, which is really good. It's kind of like a Disney song kind of thing. You have the good and the bad kind of sing together. Spoilers. Season 3 had a couple of good ones as well, though they did kind of squash the season finale. In my opinion, it should be 2 episodes, not 1. But, that's my own opinion. In a whole, I like it. I'm very much, if I had to say I had a favourite pony, it'd have to be Fluttershy.
You know what? Me too. She has least to say, but whatever she does, it makes a difference.
And she's a brilliant character, plus I can kind of do an impression of her. Do I?
Guys,
No.
Harriet, I don't want you to feel like we're all hating on it because I think it's good and I do like the music and I really like the fact that each episode has a moral.
Yeah.
And they kind of shove it in there sometimes, but it's like, oh, and I can quote quite a few things from My Little Pony. I just think it's so amusing. What do you call it? I don't understand how guys kind of perv over it. I just think that's just really gross. But as a series, it's alright,
It's not too bad.
Yeah, it's
just
alright.
not my cup of
I just wouldn't go to conventions dedicated to it.
I don't know. I'd try it and see.
Have you been?
No, I haven't because it clashed. The last one I think clashed with Amicon, or it clashed with another event, so I couldn't go to it. Otherwise, I would have gone. And plus, I think it was a bit too far up north for me to travel. So maybe the next one. I know they hold it in London every August, or in England anyway, every August.
Please, any of our listeners, get in contact with us if you are a brony, or you're into it, or you have something you'd like to share, give us an insight, please contact us on Twitter or Facebook. weareok.com. Just give us a bell. Cool. Right, so we've come to the end of the show. Please, carry on listening, subscribing, liking, and sending us questions about anything and everything. We love to hear from you, and, you can find us on Twitter, Facebook, Anime UK Show, and of course, wearearcade.com and our new YouTube. And hopefully, see you next week. This is me, Aisha, Alex, and Harriet. Bye!
Bye!
www.wearearcade.com